Good morning. Good morning. Wow, what a tornado day it is for me. Oh my gosh. I'm just casually sitting there, getting up, sitting on the couch, having my coffee, talking to one of my daughters, talking to my husband. Missed Heather going to work. I'm always up when she goes to work. La 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 la, just taking my time. And at 8:38, I'm all, I haven't even had a shower yet. I need to get ready for my live. Well, I have to get ready. And Ken goes, I have an appointment at 11. Ken says, you have a lot of time. Hi, Lori. I said, no, it's Wednesday. He's like, oh. So I run upstairs and hi, Bev. And here I am. Oh my gosh. I do not like to rush. I'm usually always, a little bit ahead of time, and I made it. I made it. So we're going to start in 1 minute. So just hello to Sue. Hello, everybody that's here. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Let me look and see back here. Lori and Bev and, and Sue so far. I see some numbers coming on, so welcome everybody. It is Beverlee Morales at Stampin' All Day with Bev. I am majorly loving, it's 9:30, so I'm going to start talking about stamping. I am majorly in love with birthday celebration stamp set. Hi, Brenda. So I am using that again today, which is what I do. Same set as Sunday as Wednesday, but I might be using it more than that even because I'm just touching the surface. Now, I know everybody that's been stamping for a while has major birthday sets, right? So if you already have sentiments that you think that, you don't need any more birthday sets, you already have balloons, you already have this, that, and the other thing, I get it. How many birthday sets can you have, right? Well, the designer series paper will go with any of those birthday sets is what I'm here to say. Oh my gosh, I just love it. So will the ribbons, so will the little bees for spring birthdays, the spring colors, all that kind of thing. So you can check out the colors that come in the DSP and make sure you have those coordinating cardstocks, and everything will just fit together so nicely. But one of the things that I always have said in my 29 3/4 years of being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator is I want to look at my stamp sets, look at my individual stamps, look at my individual dies, and I want to see something else that we can do with that die, that stamp, that it wasn't meant to do. So we can even make our craft supplies go further. And so that's what I did with this die set today, and I absolutely love it. Some of you, all of you are so kind with your words. Hi, June. You tell me that I teach you a lot. Hallelujah. That's what I want to do. I truly believe that if you love this craft, if you love this hobby, if you're a demonstrator and you love your job, that I don't need to sell you anything. You already love it and you're just here to learn, right? And when you like something, you're going to order it because you love the product. Stampin' Up! Has some really cool product. And so, again, I just want to expand your horizons, get you out of your box, try to get you to see other things like I see. I'm told that, wow, I can't believe your imagination, things like that, and your ideas. So thank you for that. That is my goal, and it was a gift. If that is true, it is a gift. I do happen to open up things, and right away I see something else besides what it's supposed to be. So that is going to be our theme today. Hi, Diane. Diane's one that always tells me, I can't believe your creativity. I can't believe it. Well, we all have our gifts in something. I guess that's mine. I'm grateful, but, my husband, he wins a lot of money on scratchers. I kind of would like to have that, that too, but I love crafting, so I'm very grateful that you guys think that I have a lot of creativity. All right, let's turn down and get started and show you what I'm talking about for today's stamp set. Turn you around. You don't have to look at me. There we go. And can't find my little, whew, where is my little, you know, you're backwards. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you, Diane. So now, oh, I hate it when they change Tawana? I hate it when they change. Oh, it's not backwards. I had you backwards in the first place. That's why it's not there. Okay, well, good thing I looked down at my sheet. So, welcome again to Stampin' All Day with Bev. I am your host, Beverlee Morales, and I am from Tracy, California. I have a January host code for you. Yes, thank you, Diane. I didn't turn it around the first time, so I was confused. And I'm in a rush. I just took too much time this morning to relax. So you can shop with me using this host code if your order is under $150 at beverleystamps.stampinup.net. You can also watch my replays on YouTube at Beverlee Morales Stampin' Up. If you win something from me, please email me your address before the next live. I keep them for you until the next live. So my next live is this coming Sunday. If you're a winner, email me at mofun44@icloud.com so I can send you what you won. Okay, so let me tell you that this is the list of things I used on Sunday, but I didn't type it up again because I'm using a lot of the same things, and I'll tell you the additional things I'm using today and give you those numbers. The Tiny Bee trinkets, and their number is 164714 if you want those. And you know what? I'm telling everybody, I just love these. They're tiny, but there's times when you need tiny. And these are just perfect. And today's a day where you're going to see how super cute that little tiny trinket is. I would get 2 before they sell out, or so you have them for a long time. The other color I'm using that's not on this list is Bubble Bath. And it's 161664. And I'm using some Granny Apple Green. You can see how bright this card's going to be. Cardstock. And that number is 146990. Everything else is on here. So it's the birthday celebration stamp set and the dies. So the bundle. And the Wildflower Birthday 12 by 12 DSP. White cardstock. Not using paper pumpkin today. That was on Sunday. Memento Black, the Starstruck embossing folder. I just love that embossing folder. The party dots, the gold open weave ribbon, not the silver and gold trim today. And then all your tools, your paper trimmer, your cut and emboss machine, your take your pick tool, your snips, your bone folder, those things, and then all your adhesives. And the adhesives are on page 116 through 117. And this also is an original design by me. All right, so this is the card that somebody has won. And like I said, I was lollygagging around, hey Charlotte, this morning, and I didn't pick a winner because I don't know where my brain was. So we are going with the first person I saw that got on today, and that is Lori. Lori, let me scroll back and see. Lori Reckerman. Lori, you are the winner of this card. So please, and this is a super cute inside and out birthday card that you can use anytime you want. Please send me your address before Sunday so I can get this out. Oops, wrong thing. So I can get this out to you. If you need it, Lori, there is my email right there. Okay? In one of my comments when I made this card, somebody said, and they're absolutely correct, I don't remember who said it, but they said that designer series paper, when you put it through the folder, it looks like fabric. It does, and it feels soft. It's just a beautiful card. So I hope you guys enjoyed learning how to make this one. This one's for Lori. All right, and then I also talked about, let me get you a little closer if I can. I also talked about my 2025 yearbook that I've started to make. It is a kit, and the name of the kit is A Look Back, and it's an online exclusive. And I said, I heard myself say that Luna's birthday was on Tuesday. Well, it was on Monday, the 13th, and I was a day off with dates. And so here's the front of my book. And Luna in our family has the first birthday of the year, January 13th. Look at my girl. And it says birthday smiles. So I haven't glued this down yet because I'm kind of thinking that I want some photo corners on here so I can take this in and out. So I printed little Luna, hi Karen, on my printer, on printer paper, on photo paper. And I'm going to put this down and then I'm just going to write something there. But there she was. Her mom took this picture on her 5th birthday. And I love how this picture just goes with what I'd already put in my book, Birthday Smiles. And that's she just loves life, this little girl. She is just full of it. She'll wink at you. She's sassy, but she has our hearts, that's for sure. All right, so that's the picture that I added to that book, so I just wanted to show you that. All right, let me get my papers and stuff in order here. Put them behind me. Okay. So the dies, I talked about the dies I'm using. Oh, another thing I'm using that I didn't mention. It's important, Bev. The Nested Essentials dies is another set that I'm using today that I did not use on Sunday, so it's not on that list. But here they are, 161597. Isn't it, Charlotte? You know, my husband can rattle off everybody's birthday, blah, 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 blah. And I can't. I'm like, I know the month, but I'm not sure the day. And my grandkids, you know, the youngest one's 22. So I like having it in a book. And then I want to I'll have a picture of everybody in 2025. So I just love the idea too. So these are the Nested Essentials dies. And I'm using this large one today for this card. And then I'm using the birthday celebration dies, and they're so cool. They are so cool. There's a tag. I love alphabets and numbers a lot because it lets me personalize. Hi, Ross. Everything I want to personalize. Little flowers, little tassels, just party stuff. Great, great banners. I made my godson's card that I didn't share with you guys. Shame on me. With these banners, and it just turned out so cute. So even if you just want the dies, they're useful without the set because you can use numbers, banners, tassels, and flowers on anything, anytime. So there you go. So what am I using today that I'm changing up? These two dies come in this set too. This is a long one. It is to hold the banners. It's the string or the rope or whatever to make little banners that you can hang on your cards, and there's a 0 in the numbers, right? So what did I see? I'm going to play a little game here. What did I see when I saw these two things? Can you guess? Set them down. What do you see? I'm trying my best to get you guys to think like I do or see things like I do. It's just, you know, I always say, when we were little girls, we saw so much in nature and beauty. A vine and a leaf, very good, very good. A leaf right there, very good. And this is going to be a stem. So you bras, you're really, really, yes, that's really, really good. What else could you do with this one, this 0? Well, it's kind of not fair if I don't show you how it cuts out. It cuts out the outline and the center separately. So that's what this 0 cuts out. So now, what do you see? I'm going to cut out one more as your brain is starting to hurt by thinking. It just bounced out at me immediately when I saw it. So let's see if you can see what I saw. You need 5 of these 0s. Eyes? Oh, I didn't think of that. But yes, these would make adorable eyes on big 3D projects. Hey, Pamela. So I have 2 pieces of scrap cardstock. You need 5 of these zeros, and I've cut out some already, so I'm just going to run it through once in case somebody needs to see how that works. Get my other number 3 platform here and run that through. And I also ran this 0 through in green because raw petals. Yes, Brenda. Yes. Roz and Brenda guessed petals and leaves. That's absolutely correct. So I want to show you how the centers, how they pop out, right out. Usually this part I need to use my take your pick tool to get it out, but this time it popped right out, so go figure. Let me put this scrap away back in my scrap box. Okay, and then I already cut out the granny apple green that I talked about. Balloons! Balloons. Balloons! Yay, you guys! Yes, okay. So, there is that. I think I need I need my machine one more time. I'm going to run a folder. Let's see, I think I need those for this folder. This folder is not 3D. So let's just get the pieces. I know I'm teasing you. I know I have not showed you the card, but the anticipation hopefully will be worth your while. Larger cardstock. No, I need layer cardstock. Let's see. Trying to find my box of layered cardstock. This is it. Okay. Oh, layer cardstock. I can't even read my own writing. All right. And then let's get this through in the folder. Are we waiting anxiously to see what we are making with these petals, leaves, and stems? Okay, so let's get this in here. You know what? I didn't write down on my folder what it takes to emboss this, and so I'm struggling because I can't remember. So I think it takes 1 and 2 threes. Let's see if that works. Yep, 1 and 2 threes. Okay, so because I didn't do it in front of you, I'm going to show you. When you put this folder into your cut and emboss machine, you need platform 1, platform 3, your folder and your paper in it, and then another platform 3. Okay, so I need to get my Sharpie and write 1 and 3 and 3. And that way next time I don't have to think. I just know that those are the platforms I need. Hi, Michelle. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for taking the time to spend with me. Now, because I let this rest in the folder for a second while I marked up my folder, it came right out. Remember how this one is deep in there and sometimes it sticks to the folder for a few seconds, just a few seconds, but look how pretty. And there, look at, I love the stars and the little burst around there and then the little dots. It's just adorable. Okay, and this is called Starstruck Embossing Folder, and it's in the mini catalog. All right, so let's get our card base, and we're going to just fold this over corner to corner. I'm not going to use my paper trimmer to score it this time. I'm just going to do this and take my bone folder and burnish to make my card. So this is a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of cardstock, folded in half and burnished for a card base. I always wing it back, is what I call it, to get this nice, beautiful seam there. So now we have our card base, and we have our layer piece to go on top. This is also called a Bev card, and I call all my customers, and I call them Bev cards when I've used mostly white and vanilla, or both together. So this is a Bev card, mostly white. let me show you the card. I've teased you long enough, and I hope you love it as much as I do. Look at the flower that that zero die makes. Look at that flower. Is it not adorable? Look at the leaves made with the zero in this die set. Look at the bee. Just enough little gold right there. And look at this mesh ribbon. Oh, thank you. I just love it. Oh, your hearts tell me that you love it too. Is Starstruck embossing folder is a celebration item? It is? Oh, well, she just taught me something because I thought it was something you buy. Okay, well, that's cool. Okay, so isn't this cute? This is the designer series paper, the mesh, the bees, the zero. So you need 5 of them, like I said, cut out, but you can layer 2 pieces of cardstock together so it goes fat. Isn't it cute, Charlotte? Yay, I'm so excited. And look at the matching envelope. Tell me that's not darling. Oh my gosh, what a darling, darling card. Look at the little dots. And I used the yellow color in there. You get these 3 colors in them. And there's their item number right there. Page 7 of SAB catalog. What would we do without Bev Stokes? We would thank you, Bev, so much for correcting me on them. Okay, so let's get a piece of, here's my card and my card base. Let me put this down. There is no ribbon that's going to interfere with this layer piece, so we can put this down and get it attached so I don't lose it. There we go. Got a crazy busy day today. How about you guys? I'm excited for one thing and not so excited for the other. I don't think I've told you guys that I'm still working on my mother's estate, and we have a rental that we need to sell. And yours truly is the, what would you call me? Operations manager. I don't know, but I have to handle this whole thing by myself. Not that my siblings don't want to help me. It's my brother has cancer, and he found out shortly after my mom passed that he has cancer, so he doesn't need any more stress, and he's not feeling well, so I'm handling everything by myself. I've got to go meet with the contractor this morning. There's another problem. So that is not fun. But what is fun is I asked if I could help at the Guadalupe Center, which is a center here in Tracy that feeds the needy on Wednesdays. And so I'm going to go there for the first time today, now that, I'm not caring for my parents. I need a new ministry, right? And so I'm going to try to volunteer more places. So that's this afternoon. So I've got a busy day. Here is that beautiful, beautiful designer series paper I talked about. And here is that die. So we need to cut this out. I forgot that I had to do that. So here we go. Oh, do I have number 2 in there? I do not. Put this back for die cutting. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, you know what? I want the gingham side, so I'm going to look at the side I want, and the reason is this die has stitching on it. And if I did it the other way, the stitching would have been on the floral side, and I really want the stitching to be prominent on the gingham side. So run that through. And have this beautiful piece as a base. Thank you so much, Bev. Oh, it's so stressful. Yeah, it's just stressful. Okay, so look how this card comes together. And I'll tell you what, you guys, we all have our things, right? Everybody has their things. And stamping really helps me get through my things. It really, really, really does. It always has. You know, I've been a demonstrator for almost 30 years. You guys heard me say that a million times. And things have happened within those 30 years that if I didn't have stamping, I may have went off the deep end. You know, oh, come on, glue. There's just times when you need to go out in your stamp room and get away from everything. Your stamp room is a great room to pray, to think about. Oh, Roz, I just looked up, I saw that, Roz. I'm so sorry. You know, and always be thankful for what we have had already in the past and what's coming down the road. It's His will be done, right? Oh, that's where I go and meditate sometimes, and the garden too. All right, so look at that. Isn't that just cute already? So we're starting with our focal point and building our base. Now we have this large piece here that I need to cut out from the Granny Apple Green for the stem. I already cut out the leaves just because I showed you with the white, so I didn't think I needed to show you with the Granny Apple Green. So I'm cutting out the stem. And this one pops right out of the die as well without any prying or pulling or anything. So there is a back side and a front side. So this is the front here. And I'm going to place it in this direction. So if you want it to go that way, you just turn it around, turn it the other way, and it goes the other direction, of course. Okay, so let's put that down with some glue as well. So other than the die cutting, this is a very simple card to put together once you get all your pieces in line. And if your glue works. Is that the bad one? Let's see. Yeah, that was the bad one. Okay, so I'm just going to set this down. Oh, let me point this out. I did not go with glue all the way down because the stem is longer than I need. So I left the glue off part of it. And then I'm just going to cut that off. Hello, Kay. With my snips. All right, there we go. Hello, Connie. Welcome, everybody. Let me close my bad glue so I won't keep grabbing it. All right, so now we're going to take those zeros, and like I said, when you cut them out, you get two pieces, and the zeros are pointy at the top, so I immediately saw, well, this is what I immediately saw. I immediately saw petals, and I loved the thought because it was dimensional petals. So I'm just going to take the petals, in this case leaves, pointy end up, and just a smidget of glue at the bottom here. Don't want to squeeze out too much, so I'm going slow. Thank you for sprinkling, Diane. You know, sprinkling really helps me. I haven't been growing. I don't know why, but if you know anybody that you think would like this craft and would like to watch my lives or my replays, yeah, sprinkle. That would be great. So see how I just put glue right there at the bottom, and then I placed the pointy part up, and then it's dimensional. Now the leaves I'm going to leave flat, but the dimension still shows, just like that. And then I'm going to put 2 dots at the stem, and I'm going to put 1 down. Hey, Barbara. And then I'm going to get the other one, grab some glue, and set that down kind of on top of the first one. Okay. So now let's do the same thing. We need 5, so 1, 2, 3. And what I forgot to tell you when I cut out this one is, remember I doubled it, they stick together. So if you bend, you can feel them pop apart, and then they'll just come apart really easily, both pieces. So just bend, you'll feel it. And then they just come apart really easy. So that way you cut them out faster. So you guys already know what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna turn the right side up, pointy part out. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a little dot of glue at the bottom at the rounded end, just a tiny, tiny dot, because you don't want it to seep out and get glue everywhere. Okay, so then I'll take these and put them all together. But this time I'm gonna, with my thumb, you can use your bone folder, but you know me, no patience. I'm gonna bend this up now so they're really, really, really dimensional. Okay, so let's do that again. I still put too much glue. So if you put too much glue and it seeps out, let it dry all the way, and then use your dry eraser, your adhesive eraser, to erase where you got too much glue. But let it dry all the way first, because if you try to erase it when it's wet, it just smears. So, see that? That's going to be erased, so don't worry about it. And where do you get the erasers? Not in the Stampin' Up! Catalogs. We used to, but we don't anymore. But you can get them at the Dollar Tree. So $1.25 at the Dollar Tree, and you'll have one in the craft section. So now you just have to place your petals like you'd like them to be. And you form your flower. So I like to say, so how do you form your flowers? What's the easiest way? For me, I like to start with the first petal straight up, and I don't put any glue because I want to be able to move them around for a while. Then I put the 2 on the side like this, and then these 2 left, I place them there, and then you can spread them a little bit apart, and you'll have in your head where you want your flowers. I want them a little bit higher so we can see my leaves. So see, if I would have had glue on there, it would have been all over, but I didn't, and I'm just gonna watch to not go off the end. Hey, welcome, Cindy. All right, so let's start up here. I know I want that one higher and in the middle. So a little bit of glue, and there we go. Then we want on either side of this one, here and here. And then we want these 2 here and here. And I kind of want it up higher so the middle is smaller. So my little dots will fill up in that area. How's that? So those of you who just walked in, here's what we're making. Can you believe that? With a 0 die, the number 0, this is a die. So let's pull out our dots. And I'm going to use the larger ones. And I'm just going to go around 4 of them. So I like to start, mine camera, start top and bottom. And then side to side, just for uniform, to be uniform. And then a smaller one right in the middle. Press that down with your thumb. It's got to attach to the others. Okay? All right. You can use a big one in the middle too. I think I did on this one. But I used a little one on this one. Move them around and press. Okay. So let's get our little bees. Okay, and our take your pick tool. Now the bees are not adhesive, so this one I left more space here, up here. This one I left more space up here. So just find where you have the space for it. Again, a little tiny dot of glue, barely visible as a matter of fact. And grab one of your bees. I need more. I think I said that last time, and I haven't replaced my putty. See if I can, yeah, grabbed it still. And set that down. So your putty end is really, really useful for little tiny things like this. And then that beautiful mesh ribbon that everybody is getting to make a bow. And what, you know, it's so full. And it makes your card so fun and pretty, but it lays so flat because it's a mesh. So that is just wonderful. So let's get glass mat length and my ribbon scissors. And cut this off. I'm going to need another roll of that. I think this is going to be my third roll. And I don't have to double it because it's so wide all on its own. And then make a bow, and then I'm going to put it down with mini glue dots instead of tying it onto the card. Just tie a bow. Don't worry about what it looks like at the beginning. Just pull the legs back down to get your loops the way you want them, the size you want them, and then you're going to grab this mesh and open it up because it has folded on itself. So you want the width. Thank you, guys. I love it when you love it here. Okay, so there, look. Oh my goodness. Mini glue dots. And I just pick up the actual item and I find a mini glue dot and I press right on the knot of the bow, and I'm always use two. I don't want it to come apart. And then you can just stick this wherever you'd like it to be. Play with your bow, and then you can trim it. I think I want it to turn this way a little bit. Yes, and then you can trim your bow. I'm simply going to cut it in an angle so it's the length of the card. And look how cute the outside of your card is. Okay, so let's do the inside now. So I love this gingham paper so much. Let me get another piece out. This is the back side, and this is the gingham side. So we're going to take my paper trimmer. And I'm going to cut this down at 4 by 5 1/4. So the edge of my paper is on the 4 and up against this ledge here. This ledge keeps you straight. And cut by 5 1/4. I think that's my last piece of gingham also. I knew I was going to use that up quick. I just love it. Okay, so here's for the inside. Now, I normally don't do this. I normally don't line the inside of my card with a whole piece of DSP like this. But I could not help myself. I could not help myself. Look how cute that is. Okay, so let's put that down. And then your white layer piece is going to be smaller because this is the layer piece size normally. So eyeball that and set it down as straight as you can get it. And then you're going to need a piece of white cardstock, cut it 3.5 by 4 3/4. And it's going to get placed right there, and you can see plenty of gingham, so it just makes this card so stinking cute. I'm going to take a piece of my scrap. Now this is 3 1/4, did I say? 3.5. Okay, so 3.5, so let's do 3 3/4 here with another piece of card, DSP, an inch wide. Okay, so there's that. And I'm going to keep all these precious scraps with my packet of paper. And I'm going to flip this over to show the floral side because it's just as pretty as the other side, and it just adds some contrast. So let's get my snips, and we're going to do a little ribbon cut on the ends. Like that. Hi, Lena. A small little one. You can make this longer, and then you can make your flag cuts bigger. But I want it to go right here like this. Okay. So let me get that down. Oh, I love it so much, but could you have cut the center out? Yes, yes, yes. Charlotte, yes. I'm just bad that way. What Charlotte is suggesting or asking is, can you cut the center out of this, especially if you have a square die, and then because we're going to cover this up, you would cover up that square window that you cut out, and then you'd have more DSP and not so much waste, right? So yes, you could definitely do that. I'm just bad and don't. So this is, because I cut this shorter, this white was showing, and I don't have a clue why this is bothering me, but it is, so I'm gonna cut it away. And that's just me. Really not necessary, probably not a soul would notice but me. And so that's just what I'm gonna do. This one I cut longer, so I didn't have to do that. And then we're gonna just lay this down on this small little piece. Oh, I already did, okay. So this can go on here, but we're gonna stamp first in case I make a boo-boo. I don't have it attached to my card yet. The stamp set comes with this cute, cute banner stamp. So cute. So let's take Bubble Bath. Oh, I finally got the name right. After how long has this color been in? A long time, years. And I always called it Bubble Gum. I think a lot of people did. So you're just going to stamp it. Hi, Becky. Thank you for sharing. Appreciate that. And then ink it up and stamp it again. A little bit fewer of the flags this time for a holiday feel. And then in the stamp set also is the hurrah for you, or just hurrah. What did I do? I did hurrah for you. So there's a hurrah. And this is where I was saying, if you already have a birthday stamp set and you don't want another one, or not that you don't want it, I know you want it, but you don't need it, this is where you could use your stamps that you already have and put your sentiments that you want to. But this stamp set has hurrah, or hooray, however you say it, for. So for you can be on a tag. Let's scoot the 4 over a little bit because we've got this Y here and I need to fit in the U. Hurrah for you. So it's very versatile. This is not a birthday card. There's not a balloon or a cake or anything on this card. There's a flower. So this is a congratulations, a kudos card. Hurrah for you on whatever your friend has done that they need to be acknowledged, that you are proud of them. So we're going to just glue this now. And put this down. Close it up. I'm going to turn it over and rub. And look at this adorable card. Now I want these petals to be bent up a little bit. Okay, so then if you take a piece of the designer series paper that's left from cutting out the die here, you can decorate your envelope, and you can stop hoarding your designer series paper. Guilty as charged, right? Admit it. Tell me, do you hoard? Yes or no? Do you hoard your paper? Don't be a hoarder. Use it. It's so pretty. Line up the straight edge with the fold. It's like when you're at church and the pastor says, okay, raise your hand if you've ever, and then nobody raises their hand. He goes, oh, you don't have to add a fib to your sin. You just have to recognize it. Yes, yes, yes. Everybody, we hoard. Yes, we do. So maybe use one sheet of it and hoard one sheet of it, whatever. So I'm just trimming it around the lip. You love it, Connie? Oh, I'm so glad. This sweet really grabbed me. I just thought it was this most precious, precious sweet ever. And when I was opening up when I cut out the first 0 for my book that I'm making here, and they fell out the way they did. Yes. Oh no, these were the stickers. I just saw petals. And so anyway, I had to make a card. I said, that looks like a petal. That looks like a daisy petal. I'm going to try it. And sure enough, where's my other envelope? Sure enough, it came out just exactly like I thought. So look at that. Love this card, Bev Stokes says. Connie says, you always make beautiful things. Thank you, Connie, so much. Thank you, Roz. I'm glad you love it. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So stop hoarding that paper. Line your envelopes. You can even stamp the front of your envelopes with another hooray, 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 so they know that whatever they're receiving is going to be happy mail. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, Lori, I need your address before, so I can send this card, and please send it to me before Sunday, so Saturday deadline, so I can get it out to you. All right, any questions before I head off to my next adventure, which is my mom's rental? Oh, you're welcome, Diane. All right, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.